Wow. I still can't believe it's been a whole year since I moved to Canada. Feels just like yesterday that I said goodbye to my family, with my three suitcases and a heart full of hope. This past year has been a roller coaster from culture shock and homesicknesses to growth, independence, and finding my own rhythm in a new country. I've learned so much about myself, and honestly, I'm proud of how far I have come. To anyone planning to move or just starting out, it's not always easy, but it's so worth it. Thank you to everyone who has been a part of my journey. Cheers to year two, more growth, more joy, and more adventure. More countries to go to, guys. Amen. Now you can watch the video. Bye, guys. Mwah. Hey Chummies, and welcome back. Hey guys, before we get to this video, I advise you to grab a cup. No, a cup is too small. I advise you to grab a keg of juice and a bag of popcorn because we have so much to talk about. There's gonna be a lot of yapping, and gisting right here in this particular video, and I feel like it's gonna be longer than I imagined. But yeah, if you're new on this channel, welcome to the family. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and let us know that you're new here so that we can give you our welcome package basically. And if you're an OG on this channel, welcome back, guys. I love you so much. Oof, 34 videos. You guys, I have made 34 videos since I came here, and you guys have been part of the journey. And I mean, it's so incredible, even if I miss some weeks. And it's so funny because anytime I miss like any week, like the genuine concern from you guys over the past 1 year has been amazing, has been surreal. I do not believe that we might look like we're small, but I mean, the love in this small family of ours or this small community that we've created is actually so beautiful to see. But before we go into the video, I'd like to say a very big thank you to all my subscribers. I mean, it's so nice. I the DMs, the emails. I remember last year, I think it was December. I don't know if it was December or January, in the peak of winter. I made a vlog about my nosebleed. I got so many messages, even emails. I had someone send me an email from Ghana. He's a doctor. Shout out to you. He gave me so many, advice. And I'm like, how? Or is it when I meet you guys in person? Or when you guys harass my friends in person? Because Dami and our cousin, I didn't go to church that particular Sunday. And she was like, how more? We met someone and he literally just walked up to us and they're like, oh, I watch you. I've seen you before on the Lapo's channel. And I'm like, I started screaming, celeb. Oh my goodness, it's actually so beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. The comments, even the guy Charlie mentioned that is a ghost subscriber. He watches my channel, but he doesn't drop any comments. So shout out to you if you are watching this. Thanks to everyone that always checking on me. Some have become family along the way. I mean, there's some people that watch my videos, and from there we just started like a friendship from them, or we met in person. Just became friends from there. So I'm grateful for all the family I've built using this platform over the past 1 year. It's been so surreal. It's been so beautiful. It's been amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. So being in Canada isn't easy. Being away from family isn't the easiest. And if there's anybody that would say that, like, I have been away from family like very well, like that's not even my problem. At every point in my life, I've always had time away from family. From secondary school, I was in the hostel, boarding house. To when entered uni, I stayed alone outside Lagos. Then I moved to Ukraine for before the war started, and now I'm in Canada. So like I feel like I have had like enough experience with being living away from family. So it might though it might not be like it's still not the easiest. I mean, I feel like I have had so much experience being away from family, but I'm not going to lie to you, it's still not the easiest and most convenient because I've also lived with family for a very long time too. When I came back from Ukraine was when I understood the importance of having family around. And yeah, so being away from family again is actually a little difficult, but yeah, but we're making it work, right? And I'm just grateful to God for my journey because right from when um when I went to Ukraine, that the war happened, and those that know me or those that have been very inquisitive and gone down my first ever YouTube video when I was living in Ukraine, you would see a video of when I was living in Ukraine at the time. And my journey from there has just been orchestrated by God. I'm not even going to lie. Anytime I tell people my whole journey from Ukraine down to Nigeria down here, it's always a very emotional one. And yeah, we're not going into that right now. But yeah, I'm just grateful to God for making everything work. I remember when I wanted to start my relocation journey, I reached out to three friends. I reached out to one of my friend in the US. He told me the stuff I should do because at the time I had um what's it called, PTSD from Europe. So I knew that UK was out of the way, but I still make inquiry. I made inquiries about UK, and at the time, so many people were relocating to the UK. So I was like, do I really want to? And so I asked everybody, one in US, one in Canada, which was OE, and one in the UK, and everyone told me like the best pathway, right? And I just knew that I just picked Canada immediately. And I knew that it was Canada I wanted to go to before I started my research and I started watching videos, just checking out okay, what document do I need, how much do I need, and stuff like that. So my first application got denied. I reapplied again, and everything like it worked out at the end of the day. And before the war actually started, my dad was like, "Why don't you just come back to Nigeria?" I'm like, "Nah, the war's not gonna happen. It's like it's just rumors. Everyone is just trying to do this, do that." And my dad was like, "Okay." He also spoke to um someone is like a big brother to me. He was like a big brother to me in Ukraine, and he called him, and I was like, bye 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 lang, bolo renews again. I was like, daddy, because there's nothing. And my head was like, okay, no problem. The day the war started, I was sleeping. I haven't woken up yet, but the war started before morning. So I got a call from my dad. My dad was like, "Did I not tell you?" Because those that could go home already flew home, right? Because when they were hearing rumors about the war, me, I was even making TikTok videos that what cannot happen. You guys are attached to TikTok videos. I said, my mates, I just made so many, you know, I made so many jokes around the war because I knew I was so sure it wasn't going to happen. When the war happened, my dad called me that day and was like, Shame, you're so funny. Didn't I tell you? You're so stubborn. Something. You'd have come home. And you guys, I kid you not, since that day that the war started till now, except if they will open the airspace tomorrow, the airspace is still locked. You, so at that time, we could not fly out of Ukraine. And it was really crazy because there's absolutely no way for me to go back to Nigeria. So all of us had to like trek, walk. We literally walked. I remember leaving my house 9 a.m. that morning, and we didn't cross the border. This will not be say I did inside car. I was not like I was inside the car and someone was driving me and there was traffic and it got dark or something. Oh. No, we were walking on our feet, walking for hours, for hours. We passed different, stop points before we were able to cross the border. I kid you not, we were able to cross the border till like, is it 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. the next day? That's in 9 a.m. that I left the house. It was a very crazy experience for me, but I'm grateful to God that I feel like I went through everything I went through for a certain reason. And the reason why I'm so excited about my 1 year in Canada is because I didn't get to spend 1 year in Ukraine. I was in Ukraine for like 10 to 11 months. So I was in UK for 10 months. I was looking, like my 1 year was in view, but I didn't get to celebrate my 1 year there. So like, it's a big deal to me that I've been in Canada for a year. My experience. You guys all know I flew to Canada from Toronto. So it's like from Lagos, I got to Toronto, and from Toronto to um my city, London. So yeah, I took a flight from Toronto, took a flight here, and only picked me at the airport in my city. Because I mean that was like the most convenient thing because I didn't know how far Toronto was to my actual city. She picked me up from the airport, drove me home. I stayed with her for like a month while we were searching for an apartment. And you guys know, those that know how crazy it was for us looking for an apartment. It was very frustrating. The rules, you know, your credit score and all of those while we're looking for apartments. And they did some of them didn't want to give, some of them like the houses were different from what we saw online. So we didn't like them when we went there in person. And there were some of them that it was just, you know, they didn't want to give us because I didn't have a credit score and all of that, all of that, all of that. But we finally found a place. When we finally found a place, like it was like God was just looking at us like these girls. I shall just be walking around. You never see waiting I prepare for you. I finally found a place. I got into the it was the best it's a basement, right? So I got into the place. I'm like, someone was living there at the time. I was like, oh, this house is actually pretty. It had white walls. The only thing that about the house that we're contemplating was the fact that it didn't have a washer and dryer for washing our clothes. Our landlord was like super nice. Like when we finally got the house, because it was not only us bidding for the house, right? But we spoke to him and literally this man sees us as his daughters. He'll be saying, "My girls, I'm just checking in to see if my girls are okay." I heard some noise downstairs. I don't want to know if my girls are good because I checked the CCTV camera and I said that you both are home, and stuff like that. There was a particular day, I'll look for a video and attach it. It brought food for us. It already said, I know you guys, like, do you guys cook as much? Blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, we do. And it just said, ah, you girls have never brought food for me. I'm like, it's Nigerian food now. That are you sure that you can stomach it? Because our food could be spicy. And I was like, oh, I love spice. I'm like, okay, say no more. We gave him jollof rice, fried rice, pepper chicken, and all of that. And he loved it. And he reciprocated. So he bought like food too for us. You see the massive food chicken this man bought for us with salad and fries. So that's their actual food here. So it was like what they eat. He was like, this is his favorite chicken. We got it from like his favorite restaurant for us, blah 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 blah. And literally brought it to our door. He just texted like, "Are you girls at home?" So like it's so nice because and the funny part is was when we moved into the house that I realized that the bus stop is just in front of my house. Basically, the bus drops me in front of my house and picks me in front of my house when I'm going to school or anywhere. And when for my and the school, I realized that the school is just 10 minutes. Like the way God just orchestrated everything is actually so beautiful because the school, how, what are the odds? The school is just 10 minutes away from my 10 minutes bus drive. So if it's 10 minutes bus drive, you guys will know that if it's a car drive, it's going to be shorter. And because bus drops at stops at different stops to pick people to drop people off, and that's why it's like 10 minutes kind of thing. But if it's like a car drive, it's way shorter. I mean, like that's not even the most interesting part, right? When I started going to school, was when I realized like going to school and coming back, was when I realized that I could take there are four different buses I can take from school to my house. Like it's not only one bus that passes the front of my house. It's not even four, it's five. There are five different buses I can take from school to my house. So if this particular bus doesn't come in time, I can take another one. I mean they choose say, I know this bus is always full. And this bus is never full. This one I will take. Like Amazing, right? Like everything just worked out at every point in time. Everything just, you know, the sync thing. Like I'm just grateful, even in my unfaithfulness. Like God has always been faithful to me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like you just made the journey so seamless, so nice. Next, getting a job. Ah, I feel like I've ranted about this getting a job so many times on this channel because honestly, maybe I feel like other provinces they have it better. But see Ontario. Hey, you see Ontario. Hey, God, you will. If you don't do like this, I honestly do not really know. I'm not so sure, but I honestly don't know as much. I'm not so sure, but I feel like Ontario is one of the hardest places. Because I was telling someone recently, I said, if I have a brother coming to Canada, I would advise him not to branch Ontario. Because if I'd known better, I probably would not even come to Ontario. Getting a job here is an asshole. I feel like because it's overpopulated and, so they have so many people bidding for the same thing. And the crazy part about the job market in Canada is that basically they want you to already be in the system before they can employ you. They want you to have like an experience here. So, but the problem is, how do I want to have an experience when you have not allowed me to have the experience? Like, wide up is not adding up, and that's one of the reasons why it takes some people so much, like so long to get something. I have like a friend that started with using her handwork to work. Actually, she was working in a salon and she was able to get experience. But someone like me that I just the reason I'm saying I don't want they stand for hours, they break person here. I know fit. People that are doing it, I give them my hand. I give them bonbon because I can't. I just feel like it's gonna be so like maybe now I can share because what I'm doing now, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get a dad. I'm gonna get a dad. But yeah, so I feel like another great thing in for you to excel in this country, what never realize is the power of like what is it call it? Like talk to people. Do you get? And that's another reason why I wanted to come to a country that I can communicate freely and I can, you know, I can talk to the indigenous of the country very well and have a close relationship with them. Unlike the Ukraine that I was, because I was learning Ukrainian language and my Ukrainian language wasn't so smooth. So I didn't, and a lot of Ukrainians don't speak English. Most 90% of Ukrainians don't speak English. So it was very hard to communicate, right? But as I wanted to go to an English speaking country, and I know that if I should, like, I just feel like they've been here for a very long time. Things that I don't know, they know it. So I just wanted something like, where am I going to? I've lost track. The beauty of this country is in having like sensible friendships, like close, like building a community. Black power, but don't know. Building a community in this country is like it's take you from to take from 0 to 100, basically from 0 to 100. How did I get my job? Basically, someone referred me. So my friend was leaving a job at the time, and I was like, because I had told her that, oh, why don't you just refer me, right? Like she was like, oh, I can do that. Like when I'm leaving, I'm just gonna put your resume in my resignation letter and hope, fingers crossed, we hope that something good comes out of it. And I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. She didn't reach out to me. I sent my resume to her because I was thinking that okay, since you're going to put it in your resignation letter, print out my resume and put it in it. I sent it to her. Nothing. Okay, yes, nothing. And then they put that position up, and she was like, "Oh, my manager said my position is up on the website. Just go apply." When I'm like, Shibi, you said that when you're going, you put why all this apply online. I know they trust them. So I applied, right? But before I applied, you guys, was when I knew that I've been doing things wrong. My resume has been terrible. Apparently, if I was working, if I was like hiring in this country, I would not have hired myself with the kind of resume I had. I did not know. I would not know. I didn't know. So it was another friend of mine that looked at my resume. You guys, I kid you not, he laughed at me. Ah, you my resume still. He said, bro, this is the resume you've been sending for. Oh my goodness. He laughed so hard and helped me do a new one. Did one together. And that was why I used to apply for this one that my friend recommended me for, referred me, and showed my work that, oh, this is her name, she's going to come in, blah, blah, blah. Hey guys, I, while I was preparing for the interview, because I prepared for the interview with another friend of mine, while preparing, hey, but then I realized that the other interview I did last year was a joke, was a total joke. Because then I was not saying, no wonder they did not employ me. No wonder. Because when I was telling me all the questions they asked me that my interview last year. And no be wait, it's not what no be waiting that they talk. We no be waiting them say make I talk for this interview. I talk for that one last year. It's not the same thing. He gave me so many tips and everything, and all of them helped. I kid you not, it was the same questions they asked me when I went for the interview, and it was nice. It was nice. These people told me, I think I had the interview on Wednesday. It was on Wednesday I had an interview. It, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday, Wednesday afternoon. They told me, oh, if you pass, we're going to come back. We're going to call you back on Friday. And I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. But then in my mind, I was like, okay, I think it was on Tuesday I did it. It's Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyway, yesterday if you pick you, we'll get back to the candidates that we picked on Friday. I said, okay. But then I'm like, I just I was already thinking on Friday I'll just be on the phone with a friend and try to like chat the day off because I don't want to think about it because I know once it's Saturday I'm going to be very sad that oh Friday is over, these people did not pick me and stuff. So I've been thinking of okay, what can I do on Friday to take my mind off it? I don't even really think on Thursday evening. These people reached out to me. They reached out to me. When I saw the call, I was like, wait. And I said, hi Aminat, congratulations. And I said, ah God. Like it never even dawned on me. Or get a paper and a pen. Let me give you details about your first shift. In your first shift, we are going to teach you like train you on this. Yeah, that's how I got it. My phone died. I had to charge it up a little bit so that I can finish up this video. And yeah, so basically, and that was how I got the job I do currently. And just because of privacy, that's why I've not actually really filmed what I actually do or where I actually work. Because, yeah. And basically, I feel like if you are very observant, you would have known what's all about by now from 2 vlogs ago or 3 vlogs ago. Another thing that this country has, what this past year has been like for me is I've been able to work with more brands than ever. I mean, in the past, yeah, in the past year, it's not like so many brands have reached out to me. I've worked with so many brands. I've gotten paid. And that's why at the time when I wasn't working, I tried to make sure that I was getting money from brands, like getting money from content creation, basically. And I wasn't charging so much. My fee was very affordable. It was just like something because I would tell myself that, oh, this product won't pay the bills, right? This product won't. That's why I really didn't accept as much gifted collaborations as I accepted some gifted collaborations, but not as much because I'm like, they're like, well, this thing you're collecting from this brand will not pay the bill. Let them pay you because you have so many bills to pay. You have so many, you know, rent is there, everything is sorted. Hey, that brings me to cost of living. Cost of living in this country can cost the living a lot. No way. It's crazy. It's literally hold you by the neck. Is it tax? Tax is even the worst. The fact that I think another thing for me, the fact that you have to pay tax on every single thing you buy. And that's one thing I'm really grateful for. Because I was gonna get my MacBook when I got here. Like I'm like when I get to Canada, I'll get my MacBook. That was what my dad told me. And then it was like he checked online and it was like it was gonna be so much expensive because then I have to pay tax on it. And it didn't make sense. I got it back in Nigeria before I actually came here, which I'm grateful that I did. I'm trying to get a camera now and all of those stuffs. So I'm saving up to get a camera, right? And LED light because you guys know I have softbox using one of my old videos from last year, and I'm trying to get a LED light to all of that, but it's not even those ones. Those ones are even too far. Groceries, you see HST 13%. Groceries, when you're shopping for groceries, or you're, even if it's just one thing you're buying, you are going to pay tax on it. Apart from the fact that if you get paid, a huge chunk of it is going to tax. If you are buying anything, another chunk too, you are going to pay another chunk on tax. Tax is just after your life if you are in this country. And I didn't get to understand because back when I was in Nigeria, when I used to hear people talk about tax, 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 I used to think that what's the worst that can happen? You just set your mind that, oh, this is what the amount is. Like maybe if you want to buy something and it costs like $300 and you have to pay maybe maybe 350 or 390 because of tax. Maybe the 90 on top is tax. You can just basically just you can zero your mind that, oh, it's $330, $390. You don't have to think deep it too much that, oh, tax. When I got here, well, I dip it. I dip it like mad because hey, like, you people cannot kill me. But yeah, I don't know if I'm getting used to it, but I just put it in my head that, and I feel like they always have so many things in this country to return back to you. Like the tax return was very, very surprising to me because you can file your tax, but it's not everybody that will get money. It depends on, I don't know, that thing. I don't even know how they do that tax return thing. It honestly just depends. You might expect that you get so much money back and you're basically getting peanuts back, or you're even the one winning the government. So yeah, that part is also kind of tricky to me. But every other thing, just tax thing, I'm trying to get used to it. That I don't think you can ever get used to the fact that you have to always remove from your pocket that you're earning so much to pay the government. Back to what I was talking about brands. So I've worked with so many brands. If you guys can see, I think the first brand I worked with was Teddy Blake, and from there I was able to work with like so many other brands, and I mean it's just been so nice that like all of them I didn't have to reach out. It was them reaching out to me to tell me, oh, I think the only ones I've reached out to, I think I've reached out to like some clothing brands at a time, a particular time. And especially during my trip to Mexico, I reached out to some clothing brands, but I think, yeah, I was able to get them before I actually traveled because I'm back creating content with them in Mexico. So that's just it. But after that time, any clothing brand that reach out to me now, they're not paying me. I'm always like, but I don't know, it just depends on the brand, right? But you people, if you are coming, brands, if you are coming to me, please bring small money. I need money. I'm going to a lot in this country. You people should please. I beg you people. You people should please. Oh, I beg. You people should help your girl. In school, it's like I've been chasing this healthcare for most part of my life. And first of all, from when I went to OU, I applied to study medicine and I got biochemistry. I finished biochemistry, but I knew that I still wanted to go for the medicine. I went to Ukraine. I started the medicine. The war happened. I went back to my country. I said, don't worry, it's fine if people don't want to do medicine, but we're still going to healthcare. And I came here And right now, you see, me and it, we are like this. I'm holding it by the neck. It cannot hold me by the neck because I am holding it. So you know if it come near my side because no, ha, we make this healthcare money together. I'm sorry to say, we make it together. If we just wait for me to go, hey, the day I graduate, if people will know hear the last of it. I'm just joking, but like you guys, like, I can't even wait to just finish. I'm actually excited in advance. I already have my plans. I have what's called mood board of how I want, like the pictures I want to take before my graduation. Like the day of it's not the day of I've seen how um things might be on the graduation day. Like that day I went for Dami to go and support Dami on graduation. It was raining, you know. I was like, guys, what else to do shoot this day? You cannot walk. It was not in the morning kind of vibe. I said, no, this one cannot work. I already planned myself that like 2 days before, I would have done makeup, do my shoots, run everything where I will post before the day of the graduation. The day of the graduation, they give me my diploma like this. Straight up, go and post the pictures I already shot 2 days ago. I don't get my mood board for girl because anyway, that's my way. Once is that time, you guys should remind me. Remind me. I'm sure I will still be on this space. My advice to immigrants. I know most of you watching me, I know for sure because the messages I get is always questions on, and I just try to answer to the best of my knowledge. Most of you watching me are planning to migrate to um, Canada because like a huge chunk of my audience are in Nigeria trying to relocate, and my advice, I have like few advice. My first one is come with an open mind. Canada is not heaven and it's not hell either. It's a system that works. And sometimes you won't expect things to happen immediately, but trust me, they will happen. Um, Try to be open minded. You have to learn and unlearn some things, you guys. Especially when my friend was driving one time and we're in the car, and I was like, Omo, if now me they drive this car, no be how you drive am, I go drive am because I go follow that guy drag road. He was like, what do you mean? Omo, they're going to carry you in this country. He has the right of way. I said, hey, right of way. You have to learn and unlearn things in this country because I think there was this T junction. So some cars are going like this. Where I was going like this. So we had to like wait for the ones going straight because they have the right of way, right? We want to enter and there was traffic because there was like um an event in that place at that time. So we finished from the event. I said, Toba Gemini, if it was me, I would have put the front of my car in front of the next car and come enter. It was like, you don't do that over here. Say, even when truck was passing one, even when ambulance, you know, when you hear ambulance doing wheel, everybody will move to the right hand side of the road. First time I was like, why are you parking somewhere? Why are you moving to and I now said that oh ambulance is passing and that thing always takes me by surprise every single time. You have to learn and unlearn so many things. You see your trash, if you're throwing out your garbage, you can't put plastics and recycles in your actual, food waste or whatever. They will not pick up your trash, your garbage. The truck that we pick recycle is different from the truck that we pick you know waste. It's different so like it's different from the one that will pick maybe your um it's just different. It's a system that works, right? And it's a different place, but just make sure you're open minded. Secondly, prepare emotionally and not just financially. Yes, money is important. A lot of people always say that, oh, you need money for, yes, you do need money for so many things, right? Yeah, especially when you come and stuff. But you need to prepare yourself emotionally. You need to be emotionally guided. People don't talk about the emotional preparation of it, you know, loneliness, being away from family, starting from scratch. Now, not starting from scratch, go. Now, not starting from scratch because a lot of people, you see that, oh, they are bank managers, were from home, and they come here to come and start from scratch. Now, that's starting from scratch. It can mess some people's mental health up. That Me that I was leading the clinical in Nigeria and I make on the so like yeah, I feel like if as much as you are preparing for the financial part of it, also make sure you're preparing for the emotional part. Thirdly, don't compare your journey. Don't like your journey is different from my journey, is different from my journey, is different from everybody else's journey. Don't look at it like, oh, it took this person 2 weeks to get a job. I had friend I told you about my friend that she braids and she got the first job she got within that within 2 months was at the salon. It was even me that told her that, oh, more they're hiring in one salon, oh, and she went there, she did interview and she got a job and she was good, right? And me, I knew how long it took me. Like, but don't compare your journey. Like, it might take this person 2 weeks to get it. You are not failing, you are growing, and trust me, growth is not always loud. Number four, build a support system early. How did I get to know Farida? I was in school, the first day of class. I was tired, everybody was standing waiting for the class to open because everyone came very, very early because obviously everyone wanted to be in class. Like, that was our first day of school, right? We went to meet, um, I just saw one black girl standing, and I was like, ah, who is that fine girl standing there alone? And I was like, she looks African. Let me go and meet her. I went to meet her. Oh my, the girl had accent. I said, ah, this one, she grew up here. Because Friday actually, she grew up in Canada. I'm like, okay. But she was so nice. And I realized that she was Yoruba. I was like, okay, girl. We exchanged numbers at the point. So when they opened the class, it was time for class to start. She was like, she wasn't even thinking that we should be doing one. I was like, girl, let's sit together. From there, the group became bigger. It was the same day we met Jess. I was the one that invited Jess that come sit with us. From there, Lydia approached me one random day after anatomy class. She was like, she has always been seeing me in class, blah, 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 blah. From there, my community grew, but it was because I was confident enough to talk to them. If not, I wouldn't have had friends for the first time any month of school. But I was confident to go meet them and say, oh, hi, I'm Delapo, what's up? And from there, we met them, Dami, everybody. We just became bigger and bigger. Fun fact, even one solid friend can save you from depression. The fifth one, get comfortable with asking questions. Like I said earlier, this is even the main reason why I chose to come to an English speaking country because I know that I just wanted to be on the road and say, hi, I I missed my way. Can I? Do you know where this? And they will answer me, I will understand them. I don't have to be thinking of translation. So like it was just ask questions. Don't be shy, you guys. Ask questions. It can be that one question like what's the worst they will do? Say no. Or say like I mean what's the worst that could happen? Don't suffer in silence. So Google is your bestie. There was one that I was telling my friends, there was one day I was downtown. That's when I saw a comment. Someone said they saw me downtown 2 weeks ago. I said it's possible because if I'm downtown, me and my map will be like this, we'll be turning like this. We'll be turning like this. I say, ah, why is this thing not moving in the direction? You'll see me, I'll walk that way. I'll come back again. I know. The map is pointing opposite from me. I'm supposed to be going. I'm not supposed to, when I'm downtown, I always suffer with my map. Ask questions. Like Canadians are actually very, very polite. Even if they don't like you, they will still smile and answer your questions. Like they will literally smile. That's one thing I like about them. They'll be like, even if you don't know it before, hi. Which I'll be like, hi. So yeah, ask questions. I mean, and let Google be your best friend. People, let Google be your best friend. Do ChatGPT. But don't guys ChatGPT for your assignment though. Before they will go and pick it up and give you, you will have academic offense. Be ready to work. Work smart and hard. I mean, you might have to work jobs that you are overqualified for, but just know that that is the beginning. Like, that's the beginning. You, like I said earlier, you might be the bank manager somewhere, but if you get a job that you can't start from where you were in your previous country, you can't come and start on the same level. Some people do actually. Your dream job might not come in your first year, but trust me, with consistency, you get there. You get there. And my last advice for immigrants is celebrate small wins. Even if it's your first time taking the bus without any help, celebrate it. You did absolutely well. Always clap for yourself. If it's your first job that you landed, clap for yourself, your first car. It might not be your dream car, but celebrate yourself regardless. You're doing it. I mean, your first winter, you got your first winter boots, you know, celebrate it regardless. Celebrate it. Every step forward is progress and you should clap for yourself. 1 year later, and I'm grateful. It hasn't been perfect, but I've learned, I've grown, and I'm still trying to figure things out. And my next question is for you guys. If you're planning on coming to Canada, I mean, what's your biggest fear? Like, what are you looking at? Like, well, I'm scared that this might happen. What's your biggest fear? And if you're already in Canada, let me know in the comments what your experience has been like. I would love to know. Like this video if you enjoyed the gist. Give my video a thumbs up, and I want to hear from you guys too. I hope you guys enjoyed my gist today because I feel like there are a lot of things that I missed out, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I would be able to bring them in my vlogs one way or the other. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, chummies. Mwah.
Things change.